Okay, so today's video is all about buyer due diligence and what that means to you as a buyer. So let's get right into it. So today's video, buyer due diligence, wanted to just chat real quick about the document, what it is, and what it means to you. So as a buyer, what are you saying when you sign off on the buyer due diligence form? And what is buyer due diligence? So just real quick, buyer due diligence, it's really your legal opportunity to do inspections and to really discover for yourself the true condition of a property or of an item before you purchase it. So with real estate, it's your opportunity to to hire a property inspector to come look at the property and really tell you everything they can about it and help you make the best decision on the property. You think about some things that, like a car, I don't know how many of you don't take it to a mechanic. You should if you don't. When you purchase a used car, you want to take that to a mechanic you trust and have them do a rundown. Well, you think about a house is often 10 times or more, 20, 30 times the cost of a car. And it's crazy to me in some instances that we don't do inspections. And I know I've had clients that are very competent and they may know just as much as an inspector or understand the construction of a home and things like that very well. Having someone who walks through homes daily and inspects them in detail, look at your home regardless of your experience, I think is a very wise decision, because they know they walk through homes that are in good shape and homes that are in bad shape. They see all different aspects of a home and different conditions of a home, and so they can give you a true perspective of what your home looks like compared to other homes, and you can really understand, is this home in good shape? So doing a general inspection like that, if there's concern about mold or certain pests like termites, or if there were drug use like meth in the home, things like that, there may be some other inspections that you choose to do at that time and to really discover again. And a lot of those we don't do unless we have concern. Those are things that the inspector comes through, or if we've gone through the home and we think, yeah, there's probably been maybe there's been drugs that have been created here and built made in the home, we'll want to get a meth test or want to get some other tests with that. Or maybe we're finding signs of rodents. We find signs of termites, or the inspector does when he's in the crawl space or places like that. We want to get and have some pest work really done and make sure that the home is in sound condition. We want to make sure that what we're buying, that there's no surprises. And for the inspections, it doesn't mean that we're getting a ton of repairs done by the seller or that we're making repairs right at that moment. Every home has something that it needs. There's not a perfect home. Even brand new homes, you move in, there's something it may need, or there's already dings on the wall from you moving in, or there's unfinished basements or landscaping that needs to be completed. There's always something. And so this is not necessarily an opportunity to create what people have said, a laundry list of repairs needed, but it's an opportunity to just understand the home. And if there's major repairs needed at that time, it's very suitable to request that the seller make those repairs. It's just a matter of negotiating with the seller to see if they will do those, if they'll make those repairs. So buyer due diligence, awesome opportunity. Let's look at the form real fast. So really, I guess in a nutshell, this is provided by the brokerage so it's provided by a brokerage. Let's hold it up here. Provided by a brokerage, through the agent for you as the buyer. And we've, put your name in there. You've got initial and sign off, initial each page and sign off the last page. It goes through things though, explaining, talking about zoning and building codes and rental property opportunities, hazardous waste, radon gas, or staking, surveying, so like the actual perimeter of the property, things like that, home warranty plans, flood zone insurance, things like that, homeowners insurance, title insurance, physical conditions, square footage, utility service, water, geological conditions, so soil and the geological condition around it, mountains, things like that, the valley, everything like that, fault lines here in Utah is a big one. Mold, house compliance, property tax, income tax, foreign investment, energy efficiency. There's a lot of stuff that it goes into detail, and then in a nutshell, it's really that, hey, you know what, with just even the first one, building code, buyers advised to consult with a local zoning official to assure that buyers' intended use of the property will comply with local zoning requirements. So if you're renting a property, if you intend to eventually make a mother-in-law apartment, is that permissible by the city in which you're buying the home? And that's something that you'd have to talk to, so saying the buyer, you are responsible for all these things as a buyer to make sure that you're satisfied with it. It does not at all mean that your agent isn't going to help you. Like as an agent, I'm going to make sure that I'm helping you, and I'm going to do a lot of that lifting when it comes to the home. Comes to like I'm gonna calling, I'll call the city for you. I'll get a lot of that information. We'll work through a lot of those things together. This is not your team and not my team, and good luck with figuring out, making sure you're happy. I'm going to make sure that you have the resources like the right inspectors. I've done a ton of inspections with clients, so I know good inspectors. I'm going to make sure that you have a good inspector to reach out to. And other inspectors, general inspections versus other things, or a contractor, maybe you need a quote on the finished basement. Well, I'm going to do what I can to get you information on that. Ultimately, you make the final decision because this is your home, right, that you're buying. We want to make sure that you're satisfied with it. But we're going to do what we can from our perspective and from our angle to get you that information you need and to make sure that you're taken care of. We're going to negotiate in your behalf. We're going to make sure that you're getting your needs met. So there's a lot in here that just it goes through a lot of these things that we do want to make sure, okay, we work with a good title company to give us a good title report to make sure that that we've got a clean title to transfer, that the seller has a clean title to transfer to you as a buyer. We're going to go through and home warranties. We always recommend that. I always try and negotiate that into a purchase contract, and if not, I highly recommend you buy one personally. It's just like a warranty on anything. But I don't buy a warranty for my TV, but that's because that was $300 or $400. You're spending several thousand, and one item like your hot water heater. If you're buying a home that's 10 years old, the water heater's ending its expected life and expected useful life, and at some point in the near future it's going to go out. And so having a home warranty can certainly save you hundreds of dollars, if not thousands. I've had clients save thousands of dollars by having a home warranty, so definitely worth it. Anyway, so yeah, to sum it up again, a buyer due diligence checklist is to help you understand some of the things you should be looking for when you're buying your home to make sure you're really getting all the information you can about the property before you purchase it, and really have all the knowledge you can about it. And this kind of tags back to the seller disclosure video we just did, that the seller's going to disclose everything to you, and beyond that you need to do a lot of research on your own to ensure that you understand this property, are satisfied with it, and ready to move forward. And this really gets you a good idea of what to be to begin what to look for in the home, and then from there, as we find stuff, we can take other steps if we need to. But it's a really simple form, only 3 pages, so much goes through quite a bit, and then at the end, just signing off saying, "Yep, I've read it and I'm ready to move forward." So, simple document. If you have any other questions, reach out to us, and we'll get your questions answered. Thanks for tuning in.